It is Friday. Xur is here. Let's take a look at his inventory. He's in the Widening Cove in the EDZ. Let's take a look at what he got today. For the weapon, he has the Prospector Grenade Launcher. For the Hunter, he's got the Ophidia Slath chest armor, which grants 2 knives per charge. For the Titan, he's got the Doom Fang Pauldron. Void Made that kills, gives super energy, improves Sentinel Shield. Holy, look at that recovery though, 22, nice. And for the Warlock, he has the Stag Helmet. Grants Rift energy when critically wounded, creates Healing Rift on death. Let's see if I get a good exotic from this engram. Please, come on. Yikes. Well, that's Xur's inventory for this week. Not too great for me, but maybe it's something that you need. Now on to Trials of Osiris rewards this week. The map is Exodus Blue. And for getting 3 wins, you get Tomorrow's Answer Rocket Launcher. And for 5 wins, you get the Scholar Scout Rifle. For 7 wins, you get the Chest Armor. And for going flawless, you get the Helmet. Now on to the weekly TWAB. They started the TWAB talking about the new Super Stasis that we're going to be getting in the upcoming Beyond Light expansion on November 10th. They're talking about Stasis Crystals, which will freeze nearby enemies when it takes shape, rendering them immobile. And it will the stasis crystals will shatter on impact, creating a stasis explosion of sharp, jagged crystals. And then they also talked about stasis fields, which will slow down enemies when they enter them, and eventually encasing them in stasis crystals, rendering them immobile. They talked about the 3 new debuffs that we'll be able to apply to our enemies: Slow, Freeze, and Shatter. Slow will greatly reduces the enemy's movement speed, weapon handling, and accuracy, and ability energy regeneration. Freeze, which will freeze and immobilize foes in solid stasis crystals. The effect wears off slowly over time, but if affected players are willing to take some damage in the process, they can break out early by shattering the crystals around them. Shatter, which will obliterate those who seek to destroy you. With enough direct damage, frozen enemies and stasis crystals will shatter, creating a devastating stasis shrapnel explosion, damaging those nearby. They are adding new armor sets for each of the core playlists, and they'll be adding new ones every single year. So expect new armor for Strikes, Gambit, and Crucible. And the armor shares a set of new geometry with decals and shaders specific to that activity. So you can see in the picture on screen, you can see the Vanguard look, the Crucible, and the Warlock wearing the Gambit armor set. And this armor will be earned by completing activities or through vendor rank ups. Weekly challenges are also being updated to offer avenues for players to earn higher stat packages for these armor sets. And additionally, they're going to bring back pursuits, weapon pursuits. So in season 12 in Beyond Light, we will be pursuing a sniper rifle. And you will be able to choose which path that you want to earn this weapon. So you could choose a Gambit questline, a Vanguard questline, or a Crucible questline to achieve this. And additionally, after collecting that sniper rifle, you will get an additional quest step, which will get you a weapon ornament specific to Vanguard, Crucible, or Gambit. So here on screen, I am showing the Vanguard sniper rifle, the Crucible ornament for that sniper rifle, and the Gambit ornament for that sniper rifle. So I'm really excited that they're bringing back weapon pursuits in Beyond Light. Also, the TWAB, they talked about how they're going to be changing the director in the upcoming expansion. So starting with Crucible, there will only be 5 game modes now: Control, Elimination, Rumble, Survival, and a weekly rotator. This weekly rotator can be Clash, Mayhem, or Showdown. Private matches will also be there as well. So Iron Banner will be obviously returning. Oh, and the thing that I really like from this TWAB that I read is there will be freelance now for Iron Banner. So getting stomped, I'm a solo player, and getting stomped by 6 stacks is just not fun. It kind of took me away from Iron Banner, but now that there's freelance, I'm actually probably playing quite a bit of Iron Banner. So that's awesome. And obviously Trials of Osiris will be returning on weekends. Now on to Strikes. There's only going to be 2 playlists now. There's going to be Vanguard Strikes and Nightfall the Ordeal. And Nightfall the Ordeal will continue to feature matchmaking at lower difficulties and increase rewards for higher difficulty options. And they're also looking to add adept weapons to Strikes in a future season. They're going to have updates closer to season 13. Now on to Gambit. It looks like they made some really good changes here and might actually make it enjoyable. It seems like they really worked on changing Gambit to Prime. They changed it from large bosses to just mini bosses or elites, which is awesome. Those large bosses sometimes were just so difficult to kill. So that'll speed that up a little bit. They're also taking the Taken Captain away from that blocker lineup, as he was way too tough for a 10-mode blocker. And they replaced him with a Phalanx. They also just took out the 20-mode giant blocker. I think they're taking out all that gear, that Gambit gear you could unlock back in when that Gambit season. They're also keeping the invasions during the mode phases at 3, but they're actually putting a timer between invading. During the Gambit Primeval fight, they actually made it faster. They've removed the Time Slayer buffs, so over time you're not going to be gaining buffs, but they increased the Primeval health and potency of the Slayer buff giving by when killing envoys. So at 40% damage done, you will get new envoys, and killing them will get you more Primeval buffs. So if you get invaded and your whole team dies and the Primeval gets all his health back, it's not too daunting of a task to kill him again. You can just kill the envoys, get some more stacks, and kill them. I think they're in the right direction of making Gambit a little bit more exciting, but I don't know if it's gonna be a win or not, but we'll have to wait and see the expansion to see if Gambit is any fun. Traveler's Chosen released this week. The weapon is not bad and may assist in creating amazing ability builds, and the evacuation quest wasn't that difficult. This exotic kinetic sidearm creates stacks of Gathering Light when killing enemies, and each stack of Gathering Light improves the weapon's reload, handling, and target acquisition. Consuming the stacks will grant melee, grenade, and class ability energy based on the number of stacks. Next week in Destiny, double Nightfall Ordeal rewards in the Lake of Shadows, Tangled Shores, the weekly flashpoint, and Momentum Control and Lockdown will return to the Crucible. That is my Destiny news video. Thank you for watching.